Hey guys, Crew of Blonde Wave. I'm Eric.
Janci.
I'm Melanie.
Aaron.
And we are back with Moving. Last time on, we had an entire flashback episode.
We met Bong-Seok's dad.
And I want to stay there in that flashback because that
quite
sounds
fun.
very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to come back to modern
No,
day.
I do. I want
I
to
do-
see more fights.
I do kind of miss
There's gonna
my
be more epic
characters,
fights.
though. I do like them. But anyway, we learned some information. We saw how they got together and how that one dude plays Minesweeper.
And how he was Guryongpo's partner, kind of,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Guryongpo knows the mom.
Lee.
Yeah.
Points.
They all know
Lee-
each other, yeah.
Yes.
But
I'm like, I don't remember the names.
Dang it.
That tells us we gotta get started.
모전력팀 이미연입니다.
민 차장님이 찾으십니다.
네, 알겠습니다.
Like, does he know that it failed?
I don't know.
You know, like there might not be phone calls if
Did
if
it
the mission's
Fail.
not.
I mean,
Well, they said it did.
they're gonna still flirt with each other, maybe.
Sure. And that
They
might
just
be part
know
of the
where
thing.
each other stand,
Yeah. There's just a different. Why is everyone staring at her? What
Because
happened?
they know her mission.
Oh, are they afraid of saying and doing so because she can hear everything? Is
Well,
it?
that and she reports directly to the head.
부르셨습니까?
아, 커피나 한잔 하자.
He
그냥 물
hates
좀 받아.
coffee.
아, 커피 가져다 드리겠습니다.
물이나 받아와.
Anything with sugar.
I know, just give him sugar water. Oh no!
아, 좀 냅둬. 너 시키는 일이냐 하고.
아, 죄송합니다.
어째 저건 자판기보다도 쓸모가 없냐.
I just find it funny when we're watching these and Eric can't hear, but he still does this. But it's like you gotta read.
I can hear the tone of voice and stuff.
전엔 안
Gives you
마시나?
context.
괜찮습니다.
She doesn't like coffee.
좋아하지 않습니다.
That's right, we found that out. They both hate coffee and they were both drinking it so that they could hang out.
They were just drinking all the creams. The
Yeah.
filter coffee.
실패하지 않은 걸로 하죠. 그래야 미연 씨를 계속 볼 수 있으니까요.
I don't think that counts as a fail.
자네가 보기에 김도식은 어떻든가?
이 드라마 보면 주인공들은 항상 제일 좋은 자리에 앉던데.
Pepper. Oh.
Did he put too much?
맛있게 드세요.
아, 두고 봐요.
Damn it, I forgot to bring the
Oh
dinner.
no.
Man, I'm so hungry.
Clean it for him. Oh.
우리 회사 사람들은 다들 맞춘 것처럼 검정색 계열옷만 입잖아요. 건물은 온통 회색, 사람들은 검정색.
나는 블랙.
That's it? Just, I like
That was so
hard
awkward.
stuff. Hard stuff.
아, 하얀색 좋아하셨구나.
Black and white.
언젠간 보여드리고 싶네요. 눈 내리는 날 하늘을 날며 아래를 이렇게 내려다보면
아니요, 전 보라색 좋아해요. 보라색.
보라색이요?
그거 알아요? 보라색 좋아하면 미친년이래요.
Go a little smile. It's like the first one.
아, 미친년이셔.
It's so cute.
내가 참 많이
It's so
그래서
different to
오늘
see
12시
her like this.
그래서 좋습니다.
Oh, yeah.
Smiling and laughing and
No kids.
You're horrible.
원래 어떤데요?
빈틈없고 냉정하고 과묵하죠.
근데 지금은 왜 이래요?
And then she becomes like
Because of
that,
you.
cold, quiet, and calculated.
But is this what she's gonna tell Mr. Kim?
자꾸 농담하니까 장난하는 건지 진지한 건지 감이 잘 안 와요.
진지 하고 있잖아요.
His eyes.
The first bite you've taken. Been cutting it
Do
forever.
you think she started a donkatsu place so he might come?
That's what I'm hoping.
그 외에 뭐 특별한 건 알아낸 거 없고
어떤 걸 말씀이십니까?
몰라?
네?
Like he has a very big schlong. Like, what do you want me to report? What are you looking for?
무식이 비밀을
They want to know
모르네.
how
His secret.
loyal he
비밀이에요.
is.
그럼 자네가 알아내야지.
네.
가봐.
I mean,
Maybe if
they-
we ask specifics.
They talk to each other. I mean, she could just be like, he wants to know a secret. What is it?
혼자 힘들죠. 정말로 속상할 때만 울어요.
어디 갔다 왔어?
민 차장님 호출이었습니다.
다녀왔으면 나한테 보고를 해야지.
민 차장님께 다이렉트로 보고하게 되어 있었습니다.
다이렉트요? 우리 부서 직원들 중에서는 그 누구도 민 차장님하고 아직 말도 섞지 못하는데. 자, 오케이. 미쓰리 나와보세요.
뭐죠? 왜 대답이 없어요? 제 직책은 분석관이고 제 직급은 6급 주사입니다. 이미연 씨 또는 이 주사로 불러주시기 바랍니다.
가서 일 봐.
미쓰리. 네.
That him?
Now she's scared.
That's him.
Delivery. Not DiGiorno.
Aww.
김두식 씨? 여기 5층인데? 김두식 씨!
That's a big
So
window.
she doesn't know.
Okay.
뭐예요 이게?
Cool.
Like such control to
That's
just
a neat
move.
effect. I like that.
김두식 씨 하늘을 날아요?
예.
Huh. I guess I thought that she knew when they were talking at
Yeah,
dinner,
me
and he's like,
too.
"I'd fly you over the snow" or something.
김두식 씨 고마워요.
예.
김두식 씨 비밀을 알려줘서 고맙다고요.
맛있게 먹어요.
And it's so genuine. If I was her, I would want to hide it from Mr. Min.
You think
You
she's
know?
gonna say anything?
I don't know.
누가 보면 어쩌려고.
That means that none of them know about her powers either. Her
Well-
coworkers.
Someone has to know with Operation Eagle, right? Or Seagull?
But maybe it's just higher ups.
Maybe.
So
I guess I assume Mr. Min is higher up.
yeah. But that means like when her coworkers were talking to her and looking at her and stuff, it wasn't because they thought she was eavesdropping.
But sure. Yeah. I get
언젠가
you.
보여드리고 싶네요. 눈 내리는 날 하늘을 날며 아래를 이렇게 내려다보면
그게 농담이 아니었네.
Oh, she just didn't take him seriously.
Yeah, she was like, I can't tell when you're joking or not.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Normalize, not.
Yeah. What is that tower? Ah. Gimbap. Oh, I want the gimbap now.
Is that what they were talking about earlier? The gimbap for her car. Way over there. Not a good marksman.
항상 한 곳만 집중해서 쏘시네요.
즉사시키지 않고 제압할 수
understands
있으니까 폐와 기관지 사이를 압박해야 목소리가 안 나거든. 응급처치를 받으면
At least they have a
살아남겠지.
chance.
아, 표적 살인 외에 불필요한 희생을 줄인다. 그럼 나도 김 선배처럼 자세 좀 바꿔볼까? 하긴 공중에서 쏘려면 그러겠네.
Yeah, okay, so.
나 먼저 갈게.
아, 같이 가요.
연습 더 해.
누구 만나는데요? 나도
Practice
껴줘요.
Secret meeting.
Let me come.
He knows. He
Yeah,
knows.
Yeah, that smile.
헤드셋 안 껴요? 네?
Oh God.
Oh, he shot a little hard.
Oh. Man, love really is on his mind, huh?
Yeah.
안 놀랬어요?
뭐가요?
이렇게 불쑥 찾아와서
올 줄 알았거든요.
반갑나 봐요.
우리 어제 봤잖아요.
Playing hard to get.
I don't know. Maybe.
지하 사격장 총소리가 여기까지 들려요?
난 청력이 좋아요.
여기 5층인데.
She's giving him her secret.
좋다고요. 아주 많이.
She hears everything. Everywhere.
처음엔 블랙이라 그러길래 긴장 많이 했었는데 김두식 씨 생각했던 이미지와는 좀 다른 것 같아요.
사람 대하는 게 좀 어설픕니다. 딱딱한 사람으로 보이고 싶지 않았던 것 같습니다. 사실 다 진심이었습니다.
진심인 거 아니까 지금 이렇게 같이 있죠?
어떻게 알죠?
난 시력도 좋아요. 아주 많이.
Imagine that eyesight with the flying, like the sun has. That's so cool.
난 지금 내 비밀을 알려주고 있는 거예요. 맞죠?
Is this shooting up?
너무 빨리 뛰네. 이러다 죽겠어요.
Oh, that must be such an annoying power to have.
Yeah.
It
Like,
seems
can
like
you
she
shut
can.
it off?
It seems she can turn it on.
Yeah.
죽어도 좋습니다.
Now he carries the she bag.
Totally mission failure.
We'll get him next time. Oh, he's doing the sun move.
That's cute.
Is that him losing control?
So he can't hide his emotions very well.
Kind of like Bong-Seok.
Yeah.
Will you fly her?
Imagine having to have me like on a leash. In case I'm like a balloon.
Like a balloon.
I hate balloons.
He wouldn't
I wouldn't
pop.
pop, yeah.
It's gonna pop.
You're gonna pop.
자주 만나나?
네,
많이 친해졌어?
네,
잤어?
아닙니다.
김두식이 비밀이 뭐야?
Is she gonna keep it for herself or?
아직 모르겠습니다.
Yep.
아직도 몰라?
She's really falling, huh?
임무 종결이라고 하셨습니까?
응, 잘해줬어. 가봐.
Maybe he's a natural lie detector.
Oh, that could be interesting. Because he hasn't exhibited anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But someone in his position, I assume, would be
Something, right?
powered.
차장님 호출이었습니다.
그 비밀 임무 여태가 끝났어?
This lady's a
방금
bitch.
끝났습니다.
No, right? Because she knows what she's
Yeah.
assigned.
사장님.
That annoying.
Turn on your ears and listen.
Hey, she listened.
She listened to her.
Yeah.
She's wearing black.
More monotone.
Yeah.
진짜 차장님 용인술이 대단하십니다.
여기서
She's such a suck up.
솔직히 저는 처음에 사장님께서 왜 그런 닭대가리를 신뢰하시나 이해가 정말 안 됐습니다. 그렇게 중요한 임무를 그렇게 말도 안 되는 실수로 망쳐버린 사람한테
그게 실수였다고 생각해?
네?
그럼 걔가 삼광탄하고 최루탄을 헷갈렸다. 김두식은 7년 전에 상부의 명령을 무시하고 단독 행동을 했어. 김두식이 유일하게 실패했대서 그 갈매기 작전 조사하다가 이면을 봤지. 누가 접근하면 제거하거나 상부에 보고해야 하거든. 미안하더라고.
김두식이가 이면한테 빠졌네요. 계획대로 되신 건가요?
둘이 동시에 빠져야지.
아니 그러니까 이면도 김두식한테 빠져야 되는데
그렇지.
Why is he telling her everything?
어디 보자.
It's good this time. Because she told her her secret.
거짓말을 하더라고 나한테. 근무 수칙을 어기면서까지.
그것도 어떻게 아세요?
내가 봤거든.
She made friends.
Yeah.
거짓말한 걸 봤대요.
She can hear all the way up there. What is that?
Locking
That was a
mechanism?
pencil sharpener.
I thought it was pencil sharpener too, and I'm like, well,
It-
what else would it be?
Is it watching?
Oh, because I saw them.
Yeah, the camera.
Gotcha.
So whenever they kiss,
And it shoots right to the desk.
Yeah. Oh man.
And another camera there
Yep,
too.
in the coffee machine.
That's why it's a secret.
Recording their audio.
All the tapes. Gotcha.
From her office, that's why.
왜 이렇게까지 하시는 겁니까? 저에게 맡겨진 임무는 두 가지였습니다. 김두식과 가깝게 지낼 것 또한 김두식의 임무 수행 가능 여부.
근무 수칙 잊었나? 네가 그나마 일을 잘해줘서 만나준 거야. 나가! 이혜성 1941년생 아내와 사별 후 뇌경색으로 8년째 요양 중 현 거주지 양평 요양병원 공무원 직계 가족에 관한 의료 혜택이 있는 국가지정 보훈병원 국가가 잘 보살펴드리고 있으니까 안심하고 내 앞으로 쭉 지켜보겠네.
Shot his target.
Hit something else.
문산, 이건 극비무다.
Targeting her?
I think he's going on a mission. He just wanted to see her.
기다리는 것 말고 할 수 있는 게 없었다.
저쪽 안쪽 다리 안내줄게요.
7월이 되었다. 그는 오지 않았다. 그리고 7월 9일 중국발 미확인 첩보가 안기부 내부를 휩쓸었다. 북한의 1호가 사망했다. 남북 정상회담이 열리기까지.
Was that the mission?
심근경색.
Heart attack, huh?
아, 씨발 이거 어떻게 된 거야? 왜 피살이 아니야? 다들 오라 그래.
Yeah. Okay.
That was his assassination attempt.
모든 열쇠는 문산이 쥐고 있습니다. 문산의 행방을 추적하는 게 핵심이죠. 문산의 최종 행적은 7일 밤 22시 북으로 넘어간 것으로 확인됐습니다.
그 정보가 진실인지 아닌지 먼저.
조용. 니들 조직 있는 대로 총동원해서 당장 이 새끼 잡아와. 김두식이. 네. 김두식이.
그리고 그해 1994년 기록적인 폭염이 시작되었다. 나는 자꾸 하늘을 보는 버릇이 생겼다. 모두가 이 더위가 끝나길 바랬다. 모두가 비를 기다렸다.
So he's effectively AWOL now. So maybe,
In hiding of some sort.
yeah, maybe she reconnects with him and they run away.
모든 것이 서툴렀지만 모두 진심이었다.
It's a little freaky though.
Yeah, but she's on like the second floor or third floor or whatever.
It
Okay.
can only be one person.
It's still a little freaky. I'd freak out.
I'd freak out until I knew it was Eric. And then I'd be okay.
Oh, he's flying in the rain.
Yeah.
He has like beard and
보라색?
stuff. Purple.
Purple cut.
He knew how to find her because of the purple curtain.
왜 왔어요?
죽을 것 같아서요.
I'm happy.
She's being watched.
I'm not happy.
That's a lot of watchers.
I'm so not happy.
그는 돌아와서는 안 된다.
Oh shit. I spoke
Fly
too
away
soon.
together.
I jinxed it.
Fly away. Just fly.
Oh, I
Can you
jinxed
carry
it.
her?
모든 것이 서툴렀지만 모든 것이
I think she knows.
진심이었다.
Because she's probably been surveillanced for a long time.
진심이었다. 아니, 사랑이었다.
Do we just take off?
Oh no!
He knew what he was doing. I mean, he's smart enough to know that she was under surveillance, right?
I don't think he cared.
That's it!
Exactly.
Do you think we'll have another episode of flashbacks?
We have to, right?
Does it feel like that's...
We have to see how Bong-Seok.
How many episodes is this season?
20.
Okay, good.
20? Okay.
We're getting towards the 10. I was like, Don't get me wrong, I love this.
Yeah.
But I also want enough time to go back to our other characters too.
Season 2 next. I don't know.
Season 2s are very rare in Korean dramas.
Very much
Oh,
so.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uncanny Counter has multiple seasons. But that's really the only one that I think
Squid
I've
Game, but
Well,
that
yeah,
was
sure.
because it
That's
was
huge,
international. Yeah.
I think that she knew that she was being watched the whole time.
Yeah, she had to.
And he probably
right.
knew that she was also being watched,
You're
but
right.
he just finally gave
No.
into his heart.
Yeah, it's why she said, like, why did you come back? And he's like,
There
"Because I-
better be
because I was
another-
dying inside. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, what else
They
am I doing? I'm just
connected.
hiding, and I want to be able to be with you, but I can't, so I'm just coming back, and then we'll figure out what's going to happen from there.
Yeah.
There has to be another past episode so that we can see like them actually together, right?
Yeah.
For Bong-Seok
Yeah.
to come about.
Unless there's like a donor bank sitting around or something. Like, I don't
unless
know
because it's a K-drama, they didn't show them already sleeping together.
Maybe. I mean, whenever it was asked, like, are you guys lovers? Like,
Yeah, but she
we're
was
not.
lying. She
Well,
lied
she's been
to
lying the
that
whole
guy.
time, right? So, like, the idea of, like, are you lovers? Her saying we're not lovers
Yeah.
could just be a lie.
Yeah.
And they could have
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
it is,
she
yeah.
could be pregnant now, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, lovers, is that meaning sleeping together, or is that meaning
so.
just dating?
I don't know. It could be either. I
Like
guess,
Korean wise, I don't
I'm
know.
sure he meant sleeping together.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long
That
was he
was-
gone? How long was he gone?
don't
They said
know.
over 10 days, but then they said there was a heat wave that
Yeah.
summer. And I was confused how
So I
much
think
time.
it's
then
been
she's
a
like,
while.
now it's July. And
Because
then there was a heat
she was saying
wave,
she
and
kept
then-
looking up at the sky. And
So I don't
yes,
know if she's already pregnant.
it might have been
you know?
months, yeah.
If it was,
Saying,
if it was
yeah.
months, it probably.
It's not months.
She
She
would
would
be
have known.
showing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's months.
I
Right?
thought
So
it
he
was
has
months.
to find a way out of there.
So there was the 10-day mention, which took him into June.
Yeah.
And that's when he started
And
his
that's the
mission.
summer.
So
And then the
into
summer.
July, I think, is
Yeah.
the heat wave. So
Sure.
I'd say
Maybe a
if
month.
you're looking at months, you're looking
Yeah.
at 2, maybe 3, probably max of
Yeah.
how long it's been. But not like a long, like
Well, I think
6
we're
months.
in fall because it was like, I assumed, because it was storming and raining, so you had the climate.
But I guess it might not only be because of a breeding program or whatever, because what he was trying to do is link them together because they both have gone against orders on missions, right? To see
Right.
if their effect on each other would push them to go AWOL too. And I guess maybe he proved himself right.
I mean, do you think his intention is to create offspring that has both of their abilities?
I mean, it could be. I would
It
assume
seems,
yes.
It just seems very helpful to be able to have someone that
Yeah.
can be so high
Yeah.
and see so
To
close.
be the actual eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he said that this man was connected to no one, to nothing. Like, he needed him to come back.
Yeah.
So I thought the whole reason of
Was
this
to
was
give him
to get,
something to,
to
yeah.
get Lee connected to Kim, and then if Kim goes and does assassination, he's going to come back.
has to come
You
back.
watch Lee, and like that was the whole reason
Yeah.
for their mission.
It was
she was-
literally to be an anchor because
Yeah.
otherwise he could just stay AWOL.
But
and
she was
never
also
return.
picked because they knew she was in Operation Seagull, and she was part of the reason he went AWOL against,
they both
you know.
had the humanist
humanist
ideals.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
put humanists together to do humanisty things, I guess.
Yeah. So instead of, because he was mad that he did not assassinate and made it look like an assassination, instead he died of a heart attack, and they did not know that it was a targeted attack.
I thought that he was upset that the newspaper would be like, why wouldn't you call it an assassination? And like use that in the media, as opposed to, I thought that the news medias and stuff were just being like, it's a heart attack.
Yeah, he died of natural causes.
Yeah. Kim Il-sung died of a heart attack in the early morning of the 8th of July, 1994 at the age of 82. So they're using a real event.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then being like, heart attack? Why don't they say assassination?
Yeah.
It's kind of,
Because like
I didn't know the history.
from a media standpoint, you would figure that would be like kind of a uniting the country to be like, who's our attacker, and let's find a new leader, and that kind of thing is. But
Sure.
instead, they're just like, it was a heart attack. Tell them it was a heart attack.
I guess it's kind of similar to like stories that we tell. We'll be like, no, this person actually killed JFK, so that you can like bring in like real history into the stuff.
Yeah, we've seen shows that play with that when it's like, well, that guy wasn't. That was just the guy they said did it.
Do you think he escapes then, and then they kind of like run away together to have Bong-Seok?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they don't care about the new generation, is what they said, or something like that. They're in like a Cold War in the present. America seems to be picking off the old retirees for some reason. but it doesn't seem like they are affiliated or get any type of pension or anything like that. So I'm not sure.
I don't think in '94 the breeding program's a thing. It could be something that's developed
now in the present day. They're trying to bring back more powered
presently
people.
being like, hey, we have these powered individuals, but we need the next generation of powered individuals.
Oh, maybe that's why
He needs them to
America is killing them off and he's needing them to return because America doesn't want them to breed and create the next generation. So he's picking off America's picking up all the old agents.
America is killing off the agents to cover all of their black ops.
Yeah,
I think
the ones who worked with them in the past.
It's like anyone that like we can't trust them because they're from Korea and our agents we know we can trust or whatever.
Otherwise,
so we're gonna go and take out their.
They would be killing the kids, and they aren't killing the kids yet.
I don't think they know about the kids.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was starting to track them though.
Well, he was asking every single time, but I also wonder now that we've seen Frank's history, if it was just him wanting to know if they have kids because he himself was a kid who was ripped away from his mom.
Soldier.
Yeah. So maybe his asking about their kids when he's killing them has nothing to do with his mission, you know?
True.
It could just be for his own personal.
But for Kim, there could be like thoughts of doing a breeding program or something like that. Like the reason of wanting him to come back was to maybe like, you know, either capture them so that they're safe, even if that was their mission anyway, but that way you have someone to throw under the bus. Or if it's a matter of like his power's really good and then we have an idea of a breeding program, so we need to get him back, get him captured, and then use that in some way.
Or he cannot go to the other side at least.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, if he's out there, he can become like more of a mercenary or a gun for hire.
Yeah, or somebody else captures him instead and
Yeah.
uses him and stuff. So was that lady being a bitch part of the act? Or was she just being a bitch and yelled at her in front of everyone despite the fact that there was a camera there?
Because before, in the previous episode, she came in and she's like, why did you choose her?
Yeah, but she wasn't bitchy to her face until this
Like,
time,
she's a horrible agent that she blah, 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 and she's messed up before.
She legit tried to humiliate her in this one in front of her coworkers by calling her out and yelling and screaming at her like that, you know?
Oh, I think she's a bitch.
I think that she was also aware of, you know, they have the cameras and everything set up.
Because she knew all of that.
If she's not working overtime there, then the camera's not useful, right?
Yeah.
If she gets off at a normal time and they go have dinner at the Donkatsu place, like they probably can't get
So she's
any
trying to
information
isolate
there.
her?
So I think, you make a big deal about it. You say, like, I want this by tomorrow morning and you better get it to me. And you really push that. Now she's scared and like, well, I gotta do this stuff, so I better stay here and work or whatever.
I think it's also like it did remind me of like a situation at Warner and stuff where I started doing like PowerPoint presentations for the president directly, and there's this feeling of everyone else and your coworkers going, oh, so you're special and you get to talk to the president yourself, and you know, like you jumped some ladders or something, and I think I kind of got the same vibe. You know, where they're all like, why are you special?
Get
you
better
know,
at
like,
PowerPoint, you'll get it too.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I think it's kind of like that, but then like her like direct boss, not her like, you know, not the company boss or whatever, is like pushing and trying to show their power back too. But I think it was all a ploy to make sure that, well, if she's here, hopefully he comes here and we get to monitor.
They're trying to control him by making her someone he really cares
about.
I don't even know if the fifth floor thing was a plan of that, where it's like, hey, now he flies to the window.
That part was definitely part of the plan of making her work overtime and giving her that assignment. But I think she went out of her way to be a bitch to give her that assignment.
I think it was just more pressure on the whole thing.
We speculated that lady is the one that was killed in the salon.
That's what I thought, but I don't
there's
think
no
it is.
confirmation.
Yeah, I don't think it is now that
someone said that, and someone asked if she was the helper for in the future.
Yeah.
I don't think she is.
I wonder if that's the helper he has now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
the
keep
the secretary lady.
She's a lot more
theories
spirited,
and assumptions
though.
away from what's actually been said.
she's a lot more spirited than the lady in the present. You know,
Putting it nice.
What is the symbolism of that tower? Is it like his home base, you think? Because they've, in several shots in the past episode and this one, we saw them show that light up tower with the blinking light.
I think it's just a place that only he can access. So you kind of see it and you think of someone that, like, who's going to go hang out up there? Oh, that's going to be his perch, you know?
I thought it was also a kind of a landmark that we've seen because
It's
we
an
see
eagle's
it.
nest.
We see it
Yeah.
outside of her window,
Yes.
but then like when they've been in other places, sometimes
You
you
can
just
still
see
see
it
it,
in the
yeah.
background, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, we're all kind of in that
So
area.
you know where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll let them stay together and keep in contact?
I'm not sure. I don't think I've grasped exactly what Mr. Min is doing.
I
Their
mean,
relationship is so cute.
he could be hidden away. He could be killed for an assassination or
Mm-hmm.
traded to the other country or something. For some kind of like. Who knows?
I really hope this doesn't mean he's dead in the present day and
I
that the
assume
Donkatsu
he's dead.
restaurant
And if he's not,
is
he's gone for
a
quite some time.
memorial.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just captured
My assumption was
and
that he
she's
was
been
dead,
running so
and
that they
was
don't
the
capture
fear.
her, you know?
But yeah, it could be a capture thing, and it's like he's not dead; he's been captured.
He's in
You
holding,
wanted-
yeah.
You ended up, or it's not even captured,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like he's stuck doing missions. He has no other
Yeah.
choices.
Because
and
he
it's-
Especially now that he has an anchor, he's going to return.
Like, they've been showing us that he's potentially alive when Bong-Seok is a toddler.
at least in the
Right?
dream. Thing,
Yeah, in the
whatever, right?
dreams.
A
If
memory or a
that
dream
is, it's
or
potential.
Because
Yeah.
it's
whatever it is.
Bong-Seok's dream.
Yeah,
so,
it's
like,
Bong-Seok's dream. But in the last episode, he said it wasn't a dream; it was a memory.
Yeah.
So I think he is still. He didn't get killed here.
As
He's
long as
alive for
that's-
at least a couple years into Bong-Seok's life, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I hope we get to see more of this flashback.
I
but-
do, but I think let me double check. But I think it is 20 episodes.
Going back to the secretary, though, do you think the secretary that Lee has been helping is actually the same secretary in the future, but she's beginning to look more like Bong-Seok's mom? Because in memory and, being like, that was the favorite secretary.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't remember what her face looked like, but I
If
can't remember
anything,
if she was the same.
maybe
actress
he
or not.
keeps the secretary who is outside the door, and that's her grown up. You know?
Yeah, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know if she looks more like Lee.
Well, remember before we were like, is that Bong-Seok's mom? Because it looks we were like, is that her? No,
I was just
that's not her.
unfamiliar
It
with
was
the
just,
actresses'
Yeah.
faces. But
Well, it had the glasses
sure.
and the pulled back ponytail
It's
and
20.
the monochrome and
Well, it may also just be going with like what Mr. Min
Yeah,
or whatever
just
likes.
likes.
Like he likes the monochrome and very like specific kind of look and.
do you
styles.
think the secretary dropped that on purpose?
drop the
All the
tapes?
recordings and stuff? Like
Like,
she's been
knocked
kind
it
of
over,
like
right?
giving
Yeah.
her subtle clues and
Yeah.
stuff. At first, I was kind of like when they were revealing, I'm like, oh no, like is she in
Mm-hmm.
on it too and tricking her? But I don't think so.
I think that one might have been an accident, but
Yeah.
that's what caused her to talk to
Okay.
her, and then they became friendly,
Could be.
and then
Like,
you know.
I mean, I remember whenever it happened. I think it was Melanie was like, "How'd you even do that?" Like it
Yeah.
could have been a
Yeah.
moment of like,
That's true.
"Let me
It's like-
knock this over."
Like,
and-
she
Hey, it's
felt
not
bad
fair that
knowing-
you don't know this is
Yeah.
happening.
yeah.
Oops. You know?
Oh, and this is a bunch of tapes.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
But maybe if it is the secretary still in present day, maybe when she reconnects and sees her, Mi-hyun, you know, maybe they'll remember and help each other out again too
Yeah.
in modern day.
I'm hoping. What's his name? Guryongpo.
Guryongpo.
I'm hoping that I want to see him and Lee together again, like in the present day.
Mm,
I think that'd be really cool, especially
Guryongpo.
with his daughter and her son having like an interest in each other.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
Yeah.
interesting to
I
have.
wonder who his or her mom is. Right? It doesn't seem like he's together or has a child or anything now.
Do you think when
right?
he meets
He'd be too old
Bong-Seok,
now.
because they're bound to meet, right? Did he already meet Bong-Seok? Did Bong-Seok go to the chicken shop? No. Okay.
No.
When he meets him, do you think he'll recognize that it's his former partner's
so.
son? You know, like see him in him,
Oh, the son, no.
familiar.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Yeah.
the son, but I don't know.
or see something in him, because he'll have a clue that it's his when he sees him fly. You know.
Well, yeah, if he sees him
Yeah.
fly, maybe,
Yeah.
but
Like,
not if he just
I
like,
wonder
hey,
if we'll
how's it
get that
going?
emotional connection too. You know.
Yeah.
I think you look like someone I used to know.
Just a familiar feeling,
Yeah.
maybe, or yeah.
He was really funny when he was like, when he left and he was like, oh, I don't know what he's doing.
Just
Spring.
It's
Springtime.
spring breeze
Springtime.
is in the air.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing too. Is like there needs to be a little bit more time before they have a baby
Mhm.
because you also need the daughter to be born
Yeah,
too because
the
they have to be
same
in
age.
similar age
Yeah.
to be able to be in.
Well, aren't
where
they in the
they're
same
at.
grade?
True.
Because they're in the
think
same
so.
classroom. Yeah, so they have to be
I mean,
exactly the same age.
Well, I mean, there's wiggle room there because of like I don't know. I guess I don't know
A
how
few
their
months.
I don't know how their school is, but
Yeah.
like I had people in my class that were, you know, a year younger, a year
It
older,
could be,
kind
especially
of like
if-
range. So like there's a little bit of
Yeah.
wiggle room, but yeah, they should be.
If they were from
pretty
another
close.
country, especially because Korea counts the age as when you're born, you're 2 or 1.
Oh, are you a 1-year-old when you're
Yeah,
born?
something like that. It's one of those countries that
I've
counts
heard of
an
something
extra
like
It's
that.
your
year.
first year.
Yeah, because 9 months in the womb plus you're, you know, when you're born, so you've already been around for a year.
So they count you as a year old.
Yeah,
because
when
of
you're
that.
born.
Mhm.
Yeah. So then I don't know. Maybe the ages can fluctuate.
Do I get
depending
tax
on,
deductibles in that first year?
I don't
then?
know.
They don't give it to you in the U.S.
While you're pregnant?
Yeah, they don't give you tax deductions then. You can maybe get some like
Most countries
with
do a
milk
lot
and
more
stuff,
for
you know?
pregnant women than
Oh,
the
I
US
know.
does,
Have
so-
you seen like the Chinese resorts that you
Yeah.
get after you give birth? I'm like, what?
Time off
Or
and
like
stuff.
people in Korea, their mother-in-laws come in and live with them.
Or like in Sweden, where they just get months off to
yeah,
bond with their children.
Yeah.
paternity,
Yeah,
and
paternity
maternity.
and maternity. Yeah.
I'm like,
we could do
"Jeez,
better.
We get 3 months,
No,
and that's if we fight for it.
we have to work for our money overlords.
I got called the day of delivering Ayla saying, hey, are you coming back into work?
You're like,
I'm
Now,
like,
1 second. Do you
there's
hear
a
that?
baby halfway pushed out.
and then they called back again because it was my one lieutenant, and then the next lieutenant called, and then Aaron answered the phone's like, no.
It's silly.
All right, well, looking forward to the next one.
Just
wherever we
under
go.
halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Moving With Us. We are wondering what's going to be shown next, but we don't have to wonder if we can have early access. Go over to blindwave.com, check out the next 4 reactions available right now.
Yeah, early access, Sophie.
Early access.
Go get it.
Tell them.
In 3, 2, 1.
There it goes.